Is Ichigo a Mary Sue? And for those of you who clicked on this video, you probably already know what a Mary Sue is, and you probably already know what the character Ichigo from Bleach is. But for those who don't know, let me go ahead and explain, my brother, what is a Mary Sue? A Mary Sue is basically a character that is devoid of weakness or any character flaws at all. And in this video, we're gonna go ahead and see if that all applies to Ichigo. But funny enough, the reason I'm even making this video in the first place is because of a YouTube short. Everyone was debating if Ichigo was truly a Mary Sue type character, and I wanted to give my opinion on the situation and put it out there to the world. By the world, I mean like the 3, 4, 5 viewers I get. So one point I wanted to argue that Ichigo is a Mary Sue character is damn near the beginning of Bleach. Let me tell you why. Look. So you're telling me Ichigo, a 15 and 16-year-old person at this time, whenever he gets his Soul Reaper powers through Rukia stabbing him, giving him all her Reishi and turning him into a Soul Reaper, that 16 to 15-year-old has more Reishi than someone who's lived over 1,000 years. Yes, Rukia's damn near been alive for over 1,000 years. And apparently this new 15, 16-year-old that just gets power from her turning him into a Soul Reaper has more Reishi than her, hence is why he has a bigger Shikai. But it wasn't even the Shikai at this time, it was in a sealed form. So yes, because he has so much Reishi, this man had a big ass sword due to that reason. Even Rukia was glazing how much Reishi this man Ichigo had in the beginning when she just gave him her power. And yes, later on in the story, we understand why Ichigo is so strong and who his dad is and what happened to his mom and all those types of things. We'll get into that later. But at the beginning of the story, this man was already above someone that was over 1,000 years old. If anything, it would have been better for Rukia to take out that damn hollow herself, because she's lived over 1,000 years. She's been in the Sarate for I don't know how long, and she's supposed to be like that, brother. She's a Shinigami. This is what she does on a regular basis. She couldn't take out a regular hollow. Come on, bruh. But at the end of the day, she should have took out the hollow, saw some potential in Ichigo, gave him a little training arc, and said, oh my god, whoa, you have a lot of power, but not as much as me, though. I feel like that would have made a cooler character in the beginning of the series for Rukia, and it also would have hyped up Ichigo and foreshadowed Ichigo to be stronger later on. Instead of him just getting the power and say, I want to protect my friends, and being cracked off the jump, they should have gave this man a great training arc. Like, come on, you can't tell me that was a little Mary Sue-ish out of nowhere. This man is just cracked. He just cracked as soon as he gets the power. And before you start saying that doesn't make him a Mary Sue, it makes sense because of plot and bro, at the beginning of the series, you don't know anything about Ichigo, and this is his first introduction of him being something in this show, and he's shown to be more powerful than someone who's been doing this for longer than him. If anything, bro, when he first awakens his power, he one-shots the hollow. Like, bro, Rukia couldn't have done that. She couldn't do that. I'm just gonna stop arguing that point. We can literally look at other series that handle having a character has large amounts of power, but is not automatically able to use it greatly or be the best or be so duper strong because of that. Naruto and JJK being the biggest one. Bro, Naruto was an Uzumaki, which they automatically have large chakra pools. So they actually gave it a great reason why he has large chakra pools, because it's like biology, brother. But Naruto wasn't able to use his chakra as well as he does now because he had to train, and he wasn't automatically the strongest being in the verse because he has so much chakra. No, he had to learn to mold that chakra, use less of it. He had to learn how to use it correctly. That were things Naruto had to do to use his power in the most efficient way. And it's not like he can just automatically overpower a Jonin, bro. Rukia's been doing this for a long ass time, and the new nigga on the block just came in and he's able to do way better than you did. Bro, even in JJK, Mekamaru wasn't the strongest person in the verse, even though he had a heavily restriction giving him access to so much cursed energy. He was actually handled pretty well. And the thing about Mekamaru, they gave that man a nerf because he had so much energy. So that was a way that they combated him having all of that energy. Same thing with Naruto. He was dumb. He didn't know how to use the energy. There was ways that you take away from him having the most energy or whatever in the series. Nah, bro, with Ichigo, he just aura farms and cuts everything in one shot, bro. But okay, let's move on to another point. And this one gonna be relatively quick because, bro, the Soul Society arc had that man at max aura for no reason, all because his friend was in danger. And don't get me wrong, bro, the fights was cool, but bro, beating King Pachi, bro, I don't care what inverse universe shit they made later on. They definitely was not thinking at the start. They made Ichigo damn near run through all the captains in that goddamn shit, bro. Come on, gang. He even popped up on that big ass shit. They had Ruki on, cut it in half, killed the bird. Bro, they had that man doing the most outrageous shit. No, he blocked the goddamn bird that's supposed to just murder you. I don't know how, bro. I don't know how. There's a lot of things in that arc I genuinely just don't know how. And on top of damn near just whooping every other captain's ass, bro, he awakened a Bankai, gang. You're not supposed to be able to awaken a Bankai for like 10k years. Like, come on, bro. What? If y'all had to fast forward that man any type of way, they should have had like something else to make him fast forward that time. Instead, it seemed like Kubo just gave that man max aura points to the point where he can just awaken a Bankai because it's Ichigo. Like, come on, bro. I need to explain more about this arc. This is the most Mary Sue arc of all Bleach. Other than that, later on, they actually start to fix Ichigo's character a little bit and giving him a lot more flaws and things he has to overcome. But if it wasn't for these two characters humbling Ichigo, Grimmjow and Ginjo, in two different arcs that we're about to combine together, these two gave Ichigo some of his most embarrassing moments in the series. Grimmjow one beating up Ichigo, showing him that he ain't shit. And Ginjo stealing that man's powers, backstabbing him, having that man cry on the ground for everything. That man Ichigo was bawling out his eyes, crying for his power back. Because the only way this man identifies himself is with being a soul reaper or having some type of power. Ichigo without powers, that man genuinely don't know what to do with his life. These two really made Ichigo realize how fragile he can be and how he can't protect shit just by himself. Because at any moment, these two could take away their whole world if they so wanted to. And that's why I wanted to say Ichigo was a Mary Sue type character. But if you look at everything in totality, brother, he has some moments he gets beat up, embarrassed, and destroyed, and you know, he does come back later, but at the end of the day, that man was left on his knees crying for everything, and it doesn't seem to make his character look cooler. So it's obvious Ichigo does have some character flaws, leaving him to be not a Mary Sue. But hey, if you enjoyed this video or have a different opinion from me, leave it down in the comments below. We can discuss if Ichigo really is a Mary Sue or not. We can just tell me your thoughts and opinions. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the video right here, man. Like, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do, man. I need it.